This is Julia, Reference Librarian at McAllen Public Library. Welcome to Creative Tech, where we'll be looking at ways that technology and design can make your life a little bit easier and a little bit more fun. So a lot of us, including myself, might be using our devices a little too much, spending a little too much time on our phones. But iPhone actually has a way to help you control that, and it's called Screen Time, and it's available right here. And when you open it, the first thing it'll show you up at the top is the daily average of how much time you're spending on your phone. So mine's showing that I have been spending an average of 3 hours and 44 minutes per day on my phone this week, and that's up 12% from last week. So to me, that kind of sounds like a lot. So let's say I wanted to cut that down, spend less time on my phone. They have tips here, ways that you can kind of help limit yourself. You can use these settings for yourself, or if you have a kid and your kid uses your phone and you want to limit the time your kid spends on it or the apps that your kid uses, there's like a family setting that you can use to control that also. So the first option up here at the top is called Downtime. I have it turned off, but if I wanted to turn it on, you can turn it on and you can set it for it to activate at the same time every day, or you can customize it to turn on at different times on different days. What most people who use this do is they'll set it up so that it's activated during the night. And what it does is it blocks you from using certain apps. And it's not just that you won't get notifications from those apps, it's that the app will be completely unavailable until the morning or until, downtime is scheduled to turn off. Now, another very important setting here is app limits. And what that does is set the amount of time that you can spend on an app per day. So like, let's say you're addicted to Facebook and you want to limit the amount of time you spend on Facebook each day. You can do that. You go to Add Limit, and then they organize all the apps into different categories here. So you would go to Social, and then you would go to, well, right now all of them are activated. So let's say I wanted to limit my time on all of them. You go to Next, and then you can put whatever time limit you want for those apps each day. And you can use this either for yourself, or if a family member, like a kid, uses your phone, you can activate it for them too. Now, the next option here is communication limits. And it basically what it does is it controls who can contact you during screen time, which is when your phone is fully activated. And then you can also control who can contact you during downtime. So let's say you have downtime set up at night. You can set it up so that only specific people can contact you at night. Now, the next option, Always Allowed, lets you choose certain apps that will always be available even during downtime. And it's usually apps that you might need in case of emergency. So phone, like that one's always available. You can never turn that off. And by default, Messages, FaceTime, and Maps are always turned on. But you can add other apps, like if there are apps that you always want to be available, you can choose those here. Now, the next option here is Content and Privacy Restrictions. I haven't done too much with this setting, but basically what it does is it allows you to control the content and privacy settings for different apps. Like this one here, Content Restrictions, it's a lot of stuff having to do with books and movies and music. Basically, these are things that might be useful if there's a child who uses your phone and you don't want them being able to access explicit material, that kind of thing. Now, underneath those settings, you'll see that it says Use Screen Time Passcode. If you activate that, it means that you'll have to put a password in every time you want to get to this screen, this Screen Time screen, to change the settings here. Basically, that's useful if you're using these settings to control the amount of time that a child spends on different apps, because then you just don't give the child your code and then, they can't adjust these settings. Now the last option down here at the bottom, screen set up screen time for family. That's similar, but that's if like you have family members, kids who have their own phones. You can set up all these screen time settings for them on their phone. And I don't have it set up, but what you would do is make a child account connected to your Apple account. And then you can set up all of these screen time settings on their device. So if you feel like you're spending too much time on your phone, you get headaches from staring at the screen too much, that kind of thing, these are some easy settings you can adjust to help control that. This was Julia, and thank you for watching. Be sure to follow MPL Adults on Facebook and McAllen Public Library on YouTube, and don't miss any of our virtual programs.